Hello there, we are on day 17 of Ivan's daily photo. And today I want to play with the concept of using flash as a way to stop motion. And this is something that we see quite a lot online and people trying, and that is water drops. You know, how is it that that photo is done? And most likely what many will do, if you see the ones that are very, very clearly detailed, they have specific mechanisms controlling the drop, and then when the drop hits the water, there is a laser beam that triggers the camera. I did it a little different. To be honest, this is the first time I have played with the idea of trying to freeze water drops and try to come up with something different and abstract. And so today's photo was created with Flash. And Flash actually is because it's very, very fast. The camera without Flash captures nothing, only the time that the water is lit, which happens to be a 1/500 of a second, 1/1000 of a second, is fast enough to stop the drop and the action of it. And if you will see on some of these photographs, it's actually not fast enough, and but we're gonna work on that later on. But for now, I want to show you my photos of today, and then eventually get to the photograph that I selected for today, and I'll kind of talk about how I went about the process and what I did to create today's photograph. I hope you enjoy. So today I want to try something different than what we have done on the last 16 days, and as I say, we're playing with using Flash as the shutter, in essence, using Flash to stop the speed. In this case, we are dropping drops into water and then using the Flash to create this motion of freezing the speed. And this is something that can be done, and you can create some really cool, very abstract forms. And I wanted to go for something different than what typically people will find, and part of it is because a couple of things. This is the first time I've done this, and I wanted to just see kind of what I can. What is interesting is the process I'm using a kind of a manual approach to it. There is a little more technical process on it, but I'm just playing with it with basically Flash, and the water is being dropped into a bucket, and then turning it several times until I'm capturing something. What is fascinating is that none of this we can see with our eyes. Everything that happens here happens so fast that we have no concept or seeing. So that's what this photography is, some kind of fast. It's sometimes very fascinating. So I'm going through this, and I'm looking for something unique and something abstract that will drive me into the photograph. I changed from here. I went and tried to put a color backdrop, bring a foam cup, and then come up with something that will be a little more colorful. And I kind of like this. You can see the drops flying away so fast that you can barely just see lines on it. And then I come up with something a little more standard. But I'm still liking what I did earlier. So I'm going back to where I started to come up with something a little abstract. And I came up with this. This is kind of interesting. You can see the small droplets are flying so fast that even the speed of the Flash is not able to freeze them. So it got me to this, a little more subtle, and you can see a drop in the back going so fast that eventually creating this drop. And this is just one fraction of a second, and it's kind of a fascinating way of looking at life. I turned the white balance a little down so that I could get it cooler and actually bluer than normal. So that's my photo for today. I hope you like it.